Today our target species is rainbow trout. We're at Ravensthorpe Reservoir in Northamptonshire, but there'll be a few surprises. You'll see some really powerful fights from fish that are not our target species and also the rainbow trout. There's not much I can do with this powerful fish.
I think it's a trout.
There'd been hard frost overnight and there was a cold northerly wind blowing. We started off on the shore that the wind was blowing onto. I was using an intermediate line with small lures and started off fishing it really slowly. I was using a figure of 8 retrieve. I was soon into a fish. I saw it was a pike and it bit me off as I wasn't using a wire trace. I was soon into another fish that swam behind the boat. It didn't want to give up. This one had taken a size 8 black lure with a green head. We didn't get any more there, so we moved a bit further along the shore. I continued with a steady figure of 8 retrieve. After we'd moved a bit further along and I'd also changed to a really slow sinking intermediate line, I found myself into a very powerful fish. I wasn't sure what it was that I'd hooked, but I hoped it might be a double-figure trout. I can't do a lot with it, it's just going where it wants to. I'm a bit worried the landing net's not big enough.
I think it's a trout.
I've hooked this fish on a size 8 orange marabou lure with a lead head that I've tied myself. After about 5 minutes into the fight, we got our first glimpse of the fish.
An alright pike.
Do you reckon you can get it in that net?
Yeah. If not, I'll reach in and grab it. I don't know, what do you reckon?
Okay, get some good film of it coming close in. That was well netted by Raphael. What a well conditioned pike, hopefully that will grow to be a 30 pounder. We moved a bit further along the windy shore and Raphael was soon into a fish. He's feeding the line as it runs off to avoid it jerking the hook out. We fished that spot for a while longer without getting any more and then motored off to try the calmer side. As we approached the area we wanted to fish, we slowed the motor right down so as to cause less disturbance. It wasn't long before I caught another pike, retrieving it really slowly. Unfortunately, I didn't get playing it on film. I caught it on a size 8 green lead-headed black lure that I tied myself.
No, it's okay.
Raphael was using a lead-headed orange lure.
It's my fault.
I was concentrating more on the filming and should have got my rod out of the way sooner. Despite poor angling by me, Raphael managed to land it in the end. We were getting a lot more takes in the calmer water and the fish were fighting really well. The fish seemed to be higher up in the water and I've changed to my unleaded version of my orange marabou. On my top chopper I've got a size 12 black epoxy nymph with a red flash.
You don't feel desperate to go fishing.
Good.
It's a bit bigger.
Oh no, it's fallen off. Did you see how fast that one moved?
See that one go? That seemed quite a big one.
I was into another just after Rafi hooked his.
Camera down. Dad, put the camera down.
I was filming this on my phone while I was playing it. Rafi releases his trout. Then he nets my one. Then he releases my one. Takes were now coming fast and furious. If you want, thanks. Oops, I let go of the line. Some were taking the nymph on the dropper and some were taking the orange marabou point fly, or the fly at the end of the line. I'll try and turn it. No, it's okay. Rafi passes me the net. We continued working our flies really slowly. This one didn't fight very well. This may be the reason. It's thin and got leeches attached to it. The wind was changing and swinging the boat from side to side. Raffy is into another one that jumps over my line.
Sorry. I think it's round your line.
We land it and untangle the lines. Now you can see a powerful take as I'm pulling in. The wind was changing and swinging the boat from side to side.
Try and catch another one, maybe.
Using barbless hooks, it makes them easier to unhook in the land net and quickly release. Well, that's interesting.
What?
It's on the nymph.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes when fishing lures really slowly, trout will follow and not take. You can see this in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Yeah, and I got it filmed it taking.
Oh, nice. That was a good take.
Yeah. And we've both got one on at the same time again. We are just playing these fish without using the reel, but if you do hook a big fish that runs you onto the reel, it's best to play it from the reel. Rafi did land his, but the fishing was hectic and somehow I've missed the recording of him landing it. We decided to go back and try the cold, windy shore.
Yep.
I let my flies sink and fish them slowly, and it wasn't long before I was into another fish. It was fighting well and keeping deep. This one has got scars on its back. To me they look like scars from being swallowed headfirst by a much bigger pike. I'm not sure if this is my imagination or not. Off it goes. So that was the end of an incredible day. I hooked 4 pike and landed 3, and I caught over 20 trout. Rafi caught lots of trout as well. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe.